Throughout its 6 seasons, American Restoration was such a big hit. The show followed Rick Dale at his Las Vegas-based company Rick's Restorations, where his extraordinary talent for repurposing worn-out and dilapidated materials into breathtaking works of art drew millions of viewers from all over the world. So it came as a huge shock when History Channel renewed the show for its 7th season and didn't cast the popular star. And after that, the show was canceled for good. But what was the actual reason behind American Restoration ending, and what happened to Rick and the rest of the show? If you want to know all about it, then stay with us until the end of the video, and let's get started. American Restoration is a History Channel reality TV series produced by Left Field Pictures with its first 6 seasons shot in Las Vegas, Nevada. The show, which debuted on October 25, 2010, centers on the everyday activities of Rick's Restorations, an antique restoration business led by the owner Rick Dale, his employees, and his teenage son. The group repairs a range of items to their original state. Rick's appearances on a different show called Pawn Stars served as the inspiration for this one. The cast of the show staged scenes at their pawn shop, but occasionally Rick Dale, a specialist in old items, would be called upon for his knowledge. He was their go-to individual whenever they needed to restore vintage items, and this was how Rick came up with the concept of American Restorations. The difference was that this show focused on the day-to-day activities of Rick's Restorations, his own business, with the participants including Tyler Dale, his son Rick Dale, Rick's brother Noboy, also known as Kevin Lowry, Kelly Dale, Rick's wife, Brett Otterman, Rick's stepson Kyle Astorga, Nico, Dave, and Chris, among others. Along with other cast members from well-known reality shows like American Pickers and Counting Cars, certain Pawn Stars actors have made cameo appearances on American Restoration. Lance Burton, Jason Mraz, Billy Joel, and David Copperfield are a few famous people that have also appeared in the series. The owner of the Las Vegas-based Rick's Restoration shop has more than 30 years of experience as a metal artist and in restoration, so customers gave him historic things, and his staff was able to restore many of them, including motorbikes, jukeboxes, barber chairs, gas pumps, and vending machines. As the show went on, a new segment called Rick's Tips was added. Its purpose was to respond to restoration-related trivia questions. Apart from this, Rick also purchases items from pickers so that he can restore them for himself. However, the team has a limit to what they can easily restore, as there are certain considerations such as their financial restrictions. The show depicted everyone doing a great job, although they sometimes also encountered some difficulties while working as a team, and the most affected people were Dale and his brother Ron. So how did it all begin for Rick? When Rick was just 9 years old, his father gave him an old bicycle to fix up. Rick's father understood the satisfaction that comes from performing a job well done, and he wanted his son to know the same. Dale adored riding the bike around his neighborhood after they had restored it. After constructing a soapbox together with his father later, Rick moved on to building motorbikes, various cars, hot rods, and finally petrol pumps and soda machines. These artifacts inspired him to launch his own company, Rick's Restorations, in Las Vegas. One of the most difficult projects Rick had to complete was a motorized surfboard, which took him 6 months to complete due to its numerous problems. Originally, customers would bring items that didn't require extensive restoration. However, that has changed. Rick thinks that all the good things are long gone, and people now bring items that really test him, ranging from those that are rusted beyond repair to components that require complete reassembly. So Rick's job has never been easy. Although having been at the business for 3 decades, Rick says that he still learns something new each day, but always loves what he does. Now, why was the show canceled? The History Channel's decision to change the format of the show shocked the entire group. After the 6th season, Rick and his cast were fired as a result. There were rumors that the change was brought about by low ratings and that Rick was not getting along with his clients, but it took History Channel 2 years to renew the show for a 7th season. When the show returned, the plot still revolved around restoring items, but instead of just one shop, there were several stores where the action was taking place. Whatever the case, Dale was not happy about everything and went ahead to post a video of himself thanking his fans for their support and watching the show. He literally had to hold back tears. His message also carried a hint of revenge, as Dale asked his fans to go to the American Restoration's website and air their grievances about the cast being fired. In the 7th season, Rick's Restorations was replaced by 5 other businesses, with each having a specific specialty, and a new cast was brought in too. There is no news of the series' 8th season yet. Although some people claim that the show was a fake, this might not be the case, as Dale even had the pleasure of restoring items belonging to celebrities such as Jason Mraz and Billy Joel. Now, with the show airing for years, Rick and his team became household names. So fans are obviously curious about what came next for the reality stars. Let's take a look at where the cast of American Restoration is right now. Rick. Starting with Rick, it appears that he is now concentrating on other endeavors rather than soda machine and antique car restoration. Rick started a laser cut and embroidery company called My Best Font Forward Creations to keep himself busy since the show ended. Additionally, Rick has taken up writing and has a book named Classic Soda Machines available for purchase on Amazon. What about his private life though? Well, it seems like Rick and Kelly are having a good time with their children and grandchildren. Tyler. Fans could see that Tyler, who appeared on the show as Rick's adolescent son, was being prepared to take over the family business from Rick. Fans likely recall Tyler as a laid-back youngster, but Tyler undoubtedly gained essential skills from spending so much time working with his father. Tyler has chosen to stay in the restoration industry and is making good use of his skills in metalwork, woodworking, welding, and water jet operation. On social media, Tyler was fairly active, but he hasn't updated since 2021. His articles from 2021 displayed some of the sports car and muscle vehicle projects he had completed, including a vintage Ford F-100, a small Corvette from 1962, and a 1950s soda machine. As Tyler has fallen off the radar, it's unclear what he's doing in his personal life, but the last we heard, he was still single. There was also talk that he was heavily involved with charities, including Vegas Shepherd Rescue and Camp Possibility. Brettley Otterman. Brettley, Kelly's child from a previous relationship, is Rick's stepson. In the first few seasons of the show, he was notorious for being forced to take on tasks that nobody else wanted to do. He quickly won over the audience, though, because of his artistic sandblasting and soda blasting abilities. After the event concluded, Brettley made the decision to capitalize on his talent by purchasing a struggling mobile sandblasting company in Las Vegas. The company he later founded, CleanWorks Mobile Media Blasting, appears to be a big success. 3 blasting rigs are currently part of the company, and it doesn't appear that he intends to slow down anytime soon. Otterman lives in Las Vegas with his wife Steph and their 3 adorable children. Cowboy. Cowboy was one of the original members of Rick's team and was seen by fans as the lovable grouch. Despite his menacing appearance, Cowboy was a master craftsman. Cowboy never planned to become famous like the rest of the cast, and it was obvious that he was unhappy with the amount of attention he received as a result of his reputation. Cowboy doesn't seem to have any social media accounts in contrast to the rest of the group, and he has chosen to not use his true name throughout the show. Due to this and the fact that he has shied away from public appearances, there is no way of knowing what Cowboy is up to or where he is living these days. At a guess, we would say that Cowboy is living a quiet, solitary, and peaceful life on a farm somewhere. That's all for today. If you are interested in more, have a look at this video. Thank you for watching and make sure to subscribe.